to my art studio. Today I'm working on Junk Journal January 2024, and the prompt is whimsical. So we're at day 17. I can't believe it's already January 17th. So here we go. I've got a variety of stuff. I'm going to make some little grass. This is my grass that I tore out of a magazine. But before I do that, I have this page that I have cut with this cutter, and somebody commented on one of the videos, so I want to use it, but instead of using it and then not saying anything about it or telling you about it later, I thought that I would use it. So I got this on Amazon. I'm going to go off the edge here a little, and you shove it in there, and you punch. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on camera, but what you do is you punch the first time, and then, there we go, the second time, I don't know if you can see that I put the brown over the white, like that. And then you punch again. And then you move it. And you line it up with your edge. And with that. And you punch again. And what this has done, other than make a whole lot of paper that we're going to dump on the table, is it's created this edge for you. And there are sometimes I get some that kind of tear, and I get some that stick, and you can go in and tear some more. I will often just do what I'm doing right here. I come in with my scissors, and I just cut some of them off. I find that it works pretty well with this craft paper. Sometimes it struggles with a little bit thinner paper. It likes kind of medium weight paper. Like this was a cardstock, kind of likes cardstock. So, we've got matching edges. And I wanted that for my whimsical page. And the next thing that I want to do is I want to glue down some grass, and I could paint this, but all I did was go into a magazine and I grabbed some green, and I happened to find a couple of pages that actually had grass, but I'm going to tell you that it doesn't have to be grass. It could just be green. For instance, this piece came from Medicine for Glaucoma or something. This is an eyeball. So, pull my eyeball piece down because I needed another piece. So, there's that piece. And here is this piece. And I'm going to put the eyeball piece down first. I'm just going to let this overlap. I always kind of push into the middle because you don't want to get to a point where your book pages like don't want to turn or they get so thick. So there's that one. And we'll see where this one ends up going. This one has I left all of the landscaping in the front. And I got that hole there. And I can finish this out with this green, and it's all green, it doesn't matter. This grass is greener right there. That's where the septic comes out. That's how you can tell I'm a country girl. It's greener where the septic comes out. If you have well and septic, you're laughing because you know what I'm talking about. Okay. There we go. Now, the next thing that I want to do, I have picked out this page. I decided that I wanted doors. So I'm gonna make doors. And these two tiny little spots that I have here are going to be my hinges. It's a very tiny spot. I'm going to try to fold this one so that everything is the same. I'll fold it back and forth a little. So now this is going to be the size of my door. And then I'll have a little piece to glue it. And then I have to decide the shape. And since it's whimsical, it doesn't have to be, I think, actually, I think I'm going to keep it the width. I'm going to go up here. And I'm just going to curve it so that it's like half round, like half a Hobbit door, not totally round. And now my plan, I did this wrong. Oh, poop. Okay. Don't you love it when you do it wrong? Okay. So we're going to straighten these out. Oh, no. Okay. I'm going to put a hinge on this side because I want these two doors like this so that they open this way. And I kind of did that wrong. So we'll come back to the doors. Right now, what I would like to do, because I have some sky here, I want to put a little bit of color in the sky. I'm mixing up like 1 drop of polished jade from Dilutions with some white acrylic paint. And I know that this looks kind of green, but when I added a whole bunch of white to it, now it's not so green. See, I just want a quick sky. I'm gonna add a little water. There's some part that wasn't mixed. Just kind of going down the edge. I'm going to be gluing my door over here. Going around my bushes. while I let this dry, I want to stamp some things. So hopefully we're still in your view. And I'm using brown Stays On because I don't really want the black to be so dark. So I'm going to use brown. And this is my Dilutions ruler. And I love this ruler because it's see-through. You can see where I've already stamped on it. But you can use it. I don't know what bunnies I want, so I'm just gonna put some on. You can use it to put your stamps on and use it like a stamp block. That's what I was trying to get out. It wasn't coming. Let's see. Let's try this one. I'm trying to fit them all on this page. That should do it. Okay. So now sorry, I'm trying not to whack on it too much. I tend to be kind of heavy-handed with the stamp pad, but my little padding here. And for little stamps like this, I always bring the pad to the stamp. I mean, I know you can do it the other way, but I do it this way. Get them all on there, and then I'm trying to push. I'm usually kind of a stand-up stamper. There we go. Aren't they cute? Okay. I think that's enough. I'm not going to make any more because I'm so happy with those. As my great-grandma used to say, I am pleased as punch. She was from Missouri, and she said all kinds of really fun things. So, okay. This is drying. While that is continuing to dry, I'm going to do two things. First of all, I am going to color my bunnies. And I think what I'm going to use to color my bunnies are my Neocolor 2 crayons. So I have, here's a pink one, because it's got to have some pink and some bunny ears. And there's not a lot of pink there, but... And, you know, this is about whimsy, so we got to give it a pink bunny nose. Even though they don't necessarily have pink bunny noses. Some of them do, the white ones. But mine are going to be brown. This one is going to be brown and white spotted. Because I'm in charge. And I'm giving it little white socks. Ooh, that might be a little freaky. Freaky bunnies. It's supposed to be whimsical, but they might look like zombie bunnies. I don't know about this. It's kind of funny, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with the zombie bunnies. That's a little better. Nobody wants zombie bunnies. This one really looks like a zombie. Maybe that's better. Okay. Not going to belabor the zombie bunnies. So I'm going to put, what I realized is that I picked bunnies that are all facing the same direction. That kind of bends my brain a little, but those are my problems, I guess. So let's put this bunny here and this bunny here. And I'm not going to put, I'm going to do one wipe here. I'm not going to put a bunch of matte medium over the bunny because the crayon will move. So I'm going to try to put a lot under. Let's put him up here. I can push on his feet because I left him white. There's this bunny. Kind of in front of this bunny. Okay. Okay. And because we're going for whimsical, like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bunting. I don't know how many I need, but I'm just going to make a bunch. There's half a bunting. I could use half a bunting. Okay. I don't know exactly where my, let's do this, pull this down. I don't know exactly, this one might be under the door. We'll see how this ends up. This is really thick paper. I am gonna put some matte medium over it because otherwise it may not stick down. Let those dry a little, and the next thing that I want to do, I've got some posca pens, and these are, this is dry, these are opaque, and I am going to give my bunnies some flower crowns because A, the prompt is whimsical, and B, they're my bunnies, and I think my bunnies would have flower crowns. If I could put flower crowns on my chickens and they would stay, I would do it in a minute. But I don't think it would work. They probably would think it was food and they would peck each other in the head. Let's see. This bunny says, I really like this color. Look at that color. Gets 2 flowers. Okay, this bunny, I don't know if this is gonna work, but this is some sort of gold tissue. And this bunny said, I am very important and I need a crown. So we're gonna see if we can make that happen for this bunny. Whoops. I think it has to be a really skinny crown. Oh, I cut that too little. Okay, let's start again. I gotta figure out, does it go over the ears? If you're a bunny, does your crown cover your ears or go in front of them? I'll just keep cutting pieces. The bunny is a little jealous of the other bunnies because she didn't get a flower crown, but she said that she would settle for a pearl necklace. So that's what we did. And now I'm coming in with my Signo Uniball, and I'm just going to put some middles in those flowers. And this is all really wet, so I can't outline that yet. This up here should be pretty dry, and let's just do purple. Like, who doesn't like purple? Let my flags dry. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside. And I'm going to come back to my doors that are going they're going to need to be hinged. Pull this little hinge, and then I'm going to try to match it over here, which may or may not work, but we'll get close. Okay, so these two doors, they're going to get glued down at that hinge. And I want to put some paper on them. And my two doors are going to go down like this. So I need to have color on the other side. So I'm going to glue them this way. Which is kind of the same as what I just had, I know, but in my brain, this is working, okay? So I'm using my matte gel. Okay, and then I had to think about what would my doors look like if I had doors. So what I've decided is that I think I'm going to try this punch. It is 2-inch. And in my mind, I'm also going to try to punch them at the same time so that I don't have to worry about getting them even. And of course, I'm having a hard time getting that much paper in there, which could be an indicator of how well this will work. But I'm coming up here. I'm just going to go for it, because what could be the worst thing that happens? Nothing happens. I think I have to stand up. It's just not doing anything. But it made like an indentation. Okay, I couldn't get 2 to work, but I got 1. And it made an indentation. I don't know if you can see it. So the good thing about that is that at least lets me like line up. And I know that this door is not centered. I mean, this window is not centered on this door. I know that, but it's whimsical. So it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Okay. I'm gonna doodle. I don't know what my doors will look like. Ironically, we actually need front doors. So maybe if my husband really likes these, we could just have these for our front doors. So I drew on my doors. A little bunny. This might be dry enough. Outline her pearls. There we go. And what I'm going to do on this spot where I kind of have my fold, I'm going to use one of my favorite things, which is double stick tape. We'll see how far up we can go here. We have to cut some off, so that's okay. Come on. Cut a little bit. Same on this one. Oh, this has, nope, doesn't match, doesn't matter. Okay, so. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna push this down, and then I'm gonna get this corner to come up. And I'm gonna pull it halfway up, and I'm gonna bend it. And I'm gonna do the same over here. Push down my tape. And pull it halfway up, and or third, whatever it is, and bend it. Okay, the reason that I do that, let's start with this one, is I don't want this exactly up to the center, so we'll back it off just a hair. I put this down, and then I pull this out, and now it is stuck. And what that little piece did was it kind of was a placeholder. Now, before I do this one, what I decided, and I did this off camera, so you saw me stamp. You don't need to see me stamp again. But I decided, since it's all about whimsy, that I wanted this bunny. I'm coloring the back of its head because I just realized I want this bunny looking out the window. Because why have a window if you're not going to use it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut his head off. I know I cut the other bunny's ears off. Okay. And what I have decided, even though it's not going to, I'm going to push that back down. Even though it's not going to exactly match, I am putting this bunny's head right here. So what I need, because literally like the ears are all that's going to hold it, I just need 2 little drops of really sticky glue. I'm going to get his little head caught right there and stick that down. And then I'm coming to the back and I stamped this little flower when you weren't looking. And I'm going to remove the white edge that I usually leave along the bottom here so that he blends with this little flower that he is standing on so that he can see what is on the other side. And because I want to do this quick, I'm putting him down with double stick tape. And even with something this small, I fold half of it up, whatever end I can start. And now I have some handles, and you see I can move it around until I get it to where I want it. And I want it right there. And then I just pull. And now this whole side is stuck. And then I pull, and there we go. We got, it's a little weird. I might have to put a bunny face on the other side, but you get the idea. All right, so let's move to this side. We want to, oh, I'm ripping the bunny's ear off. We want to line up the doors. They don't come together exactly, and I'm okay with that because I want my journal to close. I don't remember which way I pulled here. I think from the top. There we go. Zip that out. And I'm going to take some purple ribbon, and I'm going to fold it in half, and this is a little fidgety, but I'm gonna staple it. Now I'm gonna staple this one. It's a little, not as pretty as the other one, but there you go. I don't know what happened to that staple. It didn't want to go. But now I have little handles. My door is open to my little whimsical place. And the only thing that I have left to do, this was kind of bothering me that this wasn't even or something. I don't know. I might have to come back to that. I've got a crown sticking out here. I'm going to put some little tassels on my bunting, because when you're talking about more is more, whimsical is the place to do it. Okay, there we go. We got bunnies behind doors and bunnies peeking through doors. And I'm going to put number 17 on here. If you are still watching, thank you for hanging in there. This one is all done, number 17, and I think I'm just going to put whimsical right along here at the bottom of the door. If you were inspired or you learned something new, please like or subscribe my channel, and I want to thank you again for watching. Have a great day.